Yeah, hi. So in this topic, we are going to talk about the how to run your test scripts using the priorities in TestNG. Okay, what do you mean by priorities? What do you mean by priority? For example, assume that actually you created there are 10 test cases. Okay, 10 test methods. You created around 10 test scripts. You created, but if you run it in without proper order, what will happen means your test case will fail. If you didn't run it, if you didn't run your test scripts in proper order, then it will fail. You will feel that what in a proper order. Assume that actually the test case 1 has to be run first. Okay, and test case 2 has to be, what is that, has to be run second. Test 3 also has to be run in the third. Why? In the real time is there is a possibility, right? There is a depends on criteria. What is the depends on criteria actually? For example, test case 1 will create some kind of test data. Okay. Test case 2, it will run some kind of prerequisite jobs, right? Prerequisite jobs. This one is, maybe the DB connections. You will feel that, bus, this, we can do it with the help of the annotations also, right? With the help of the before suit, before test, before method. That is also one way. This is also another way. I'm just giving as an example. Okay. The test case 4 is the main, okay, main TC. Okay. Test case more is the main TC. It means create bank account. If you want to create the bank account means you need a test data, you need to run some kind of prerequisite job, and you need to establish the DB connections. But before doing this one is, if you are running this test case 4 means automatically your TC will fail. Why? This order has to be followed properly. Okay, but can I run the DB connection first, then prerequisite job is second, then not like, no, it should run in proper manner. Otherwise, your TC will fail. Such kind of scenario. This order has to be proper. Then how to make the order, or how to prioritize actually the priority? How we can do the priority? Who will help it actually? Selenium will help? No. That's what I'm actually. Selenium is only you can learn it within the 2 to 3 days. You can learn the Selenium. Most of the times you are going to spend time on the Java. Okay, and little bit TestNG, little bit XPath. So, but the credit is taking Selenium only taking the credit. But obviously, Selenium learning is not tough, very easy. The interview questions mostly they will be shooting around where in Java only. Okay, fine. Now let's go to our story. How to run my test cases order wise or priority wise. That is what the thing, right? The concept is they are calling is priority. How to do the priority? Who will help it actually? TestNG only will help. So let's go to a little bit theory. Okay, priority means an attribute. Okay, this attribute, where do we need to keep it? We have to put it in the attest annotations. So the priority attribute in the attest annotation is tells that the order in which test method should be executed in the same class. Order in which, see that, what is the order? This is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. This is the order I have to put it. In this order only it has to be executed. If I change the order, this TC won't work. Okay, so the order in which the test method should be executed within the same class. How to do that? What is it? How the order we can specify that actually? That's what we are going to talk about. That. Okay, let's go to I have some sample test. Okay, let me go to that. That is nothing but TestNG priority. This is a TC. See that I have so many test cases. I just to take the example for instead of this one. I just to take the example is what is the example? I just to take the healthcare example. Healthcare example. Okay, healthcare is what is my healthcare actually? First of all, what is my healthcare? Right? You need to know that, right? Healthcare is a kind of what is that? Health insurance. First of all, member will come into the picture, right? Member means it's a patient. Obviously, first member will come into the picture. Member is what is that actually immediately? The diagnosis. What do you mean by diagnosis? Diagnosis. Member is fallen the sick means immediately we need to diagnose it. Hey, what kind of issue? What is the disease? Okay. Assume that actually it's a fever. Then what do you have to do? We need to treat him. Treat is nothing but it's a proceduring. What kind of is? Can we give the tablet or can you put the injection or do we need to operate him? That's a procedure. Once the procedure done, then what will happen? It's obviously the doctor will come into the picture, right? Then, yeah, doctor will come first, right? Member will be there, doctor provider will be there, then doctor only will diagnose and procedure, right? Once the procedure done, then what they will do? The member will submit the claim because whatever the amount he spent it, he will be claimed from the insurance company. That is what the flow. So first of all, what do you have to do? You have to create the member. You have to create the provider test cases, member test case, provider test case, diagnosis test cases, procedure test case, then claim test case. So this is the order you have to put it. Directly, can you submit the claim? No. The claim submission won't work. Why? For the claim submission, you need the, what is that? For what you are going to submit the claim? For the member. Where is the member? Member is not there. Then it will fail. Okay, member is ready. What about provider you don't have? It will fail. Why? Provider also mandatory. Okay, member and provider is ready. Can I submit the claim only using, without diagnosis code and procedure? Claim will be rejected. Why? What purpose the member is getting the treatment from the doctor? What is the diagnosis code? The diagnosis, this person is met the accident. Okay, no problem. This is the injections or you did any kind of operations procedure. So this sequence has first is member has to be there, then provider, then diagnosis, then procedure, then claim. Claim is you can submit any kind of claim. So considering those stuff, I created one class in that I have so many cases. Okay, so this is a member test case. So first is member test case has to be executed, right? And second is what I put it actually. Second has to be provider. I'm putting this -2. Here is -1. You'll feel that. But what is this actually? You member is you provided -3. Provider is something you put -2. And the diagnosis code you put it like -1, 0. What it is something? No need to confuse actually. It means I have some set of cases. What is that? Member test case, diagnosis test case, discharge patient test case, provider creation test case, dental claim submission test case, medical claim test case, pharmacy claim test cases. I have so many test cases. Test case, how many test cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 test cases I have. But I don't want to run it in, what is that? Randomly. I want to run it in specific order. So as per our stuff, right? As per our discussion right now, who has to be run first? Member. So that's what I put -1. You'll feel that. Why you put the -3? Sorry, -3. Why you put it like -3? because minus will have the highest priority. Minus has highest priority. You'll feel that priority is equal to minus 3. If you put it like that, so that number, minus number will be the highest priority. Yes, this will be executed first. And what will be the next one? You already know that, right? We studied in the mathematics, right? What would be the here one? Minus numbers. For example, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Like that it will go, right? We already studied, right? So that's what I know. This is the highest priority. So that's what I put the minus 3 for my test case. Why I put that? Because it has to be executed first, minus 3. What about my second case is, it should be provider, right? So minus 2 I put it. That's what here. So member will be created, then provider will be created. What about this diagnosis code? I put the minus 1. That's what diagnosis code I put it like a minus 1. What about this procedure? I put 0. Okay, I put 0. What is that actually? 0. Sorry. Diagnosis code I put it. Okay, and where is the procedure code? Procedure code. I didn't put it. Sorry for that. I have to put the procedure as well, right? I can make one more. Procedure. So this is going to be minus 4. This is going to be minus 3. This is going to be minus 2. This is going to be minus 1. Then okay, now what will happen? This is going to be run first. This is going to be run second. This is going to be run third. This is going to be run fourth. Then you'll feel that bus. This is going to be after that. It means fifth. It is going to run. Here is the magic. So all your minus cases will be run first, then 0, then alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. What in by alphabetical order? That is also matter, right? Alphabetical order. Okay, what in by alphabetical order? You let me run this particular TC, you will understand. Okay, where is the test range priority, right? Let me go and run that. I'm running this particular TC. See that what is the TC run first actually? This member minus 4, provider minus 3, then diagnosis code minus 2, procedure code minus 1. You'll feel that. But this has to be, what is that? Minus 2, 0, you said, right? So actually it has to be run, right? Discharge patient only has to be run. But instead of that, why this is running like, dental claim, discharge, medical claim, pharmacy, why it is running like that? Because you put it like, so the thing is, even though this one, this, all the things are same only. I'll repeat one more time. Priority is equal to 0 or without priority, both are same. That's what here is they are saying. Priority is equal to 0. It means if priority is not specified, then default is 0. It means if we didn't put the priority, anything also, it will be considered as priority is equal to 0. So it is priority is equal to 0. Then you will feel that bus. In these cases, You are saying this three, this one, all are the same. In this cases, how the sequence will be executed? The sequence is alphabetical order. What do you mean by alphabetical order? It means alphabetical. See that actually? Dental, D. This is also D. Second letter is E. Second letter I. So which one will come first? E will come first because second letter is E. Here is second letter is I. So alphabetical is dental claim submission method will be executed first. Discharge patient will be executed after that. This will be executed first, this will be executed second. What about this one? Medical. Medical is, think about that actually. This is A, B, C, D. This is M. M will come. P after only it will come. So, alphabetical order. See that? These two, if both the letters are same, then it will look for the second letter. Second letters, which letter is coming first? This will be executed first, this will be executed second. So, similarly, this is D. This M is coming as a last. So, this one. Line. So, the order is, they are talking about order. The priority attribute is how the order is means lower the number run first. If the priority is not specified, then default is 0. If multiple methods have the same priority, see that? If multiple members having the same priority, this is also same priority, then what is that? In the order based on the alphabetical. Even in the ChatGPT, if you refer also, they mentioned wrong. Okay, I'll repeat one more time. This is what correct. If you refer the ChatGPT, they mentioned the wrong. They mentioned that it will run based, what is that? There is no alphabetical order. No. In TestNG, whenever the multiple methods have the same priority, then they will run in the order based on the alphabetical. In ChatGPT, they mentioned wrong. So I'll repeat one more time. Okay, please follow that one. Okay, I don't know what is the correction. Maybe I'm not sure, but this is what the thing. So that will run based on the alphabetical. This is what. So interview questions you have to answer it in proper way. So this is what what is that? Priority. So using this, what is that? You can run the test case easily without any failure. So to avoid the failure, and also you can make the order of the test case. You can make the priority of the test case. Hey, run this test case first, run this test case last. So that kind of priority you can make it with the help of priority attribute. See, I'll repeat one more time. In the previous video, we talked about similar way, right? The previous video, what we talked about that actually depends on group. Depends on group. That is also similar manner, right? That is also similar manner. If you run one group, then run that group is success, then go for this group. Depends on method. That is also similar, right? If that method is success, then execute the current method. If that method is failed, don't execute the current method. Here is priority. What do you mean priority? Run that test case first, this test case second, that test case third. That's the one. Priority. What about annotations? Annotations are the same, right? Before suit, before test, before class, before method, test method, right? Then after method. See, this all are having the similar concept only. You'll feel that, bus, which one I have to use? It's all are based on your business decisions. I'm not going to full stop that. Hey, you have to follow this one and that one. Based on your application features or your business requirement, you can use any of this particular feature. Depends on group, depends on method, priority, annotations. Anything you can use it. Okay, team. So the priority attributes are really helpful whenever you want to run your test case in the particular order. Okay, again the minus is lowest priority, plus numbers are sorry for that. Minus one is the highest priority, plus numbers are lowest priority. If the methods don't have any kind of priority, then it will be considered as a zero. If the methods have zero, then or what will happen? If the method don't have the priority, then what will happen? It will run based on the alphabetical order. Okay. So if you have any kind of questions, please reach out me at the rate of, what is that? Complete automation testing at the rate of gmail.com. I would request you to share this video to the people who really wants to challenge the automation testing world. Okay, so my next video, I'm going to talk about the extend report. Thank you.